Title: The Quiet Hour. Clara James was built from grit. A 32-year-old single mother juggling 2 jobs, she didn't have time for fear. Her world revolved around her 7-year-old son, Eli, a wide-eyed boy with a love for comic books and a laugh that softened even her hardest days. All she wanted was to make it home in time to kiss him goodnight. She'd promised she would, just like every night. But on a rain-slicked Tuesday, the bus broke down, and she didn't walk through the apartment door until 10:46 p.m. She immediately sensed something was wrong. The TV was off. No trail of Legos. No noise. No Eli. Eli, she called. Silence answered. Her stomach dropped. She searched the apartment, under beds, in closets, the pantry. Panic ballooned in her chest. His shoes were still by the door. His backpack slouched near the couch. And on the kitchen table, a half-finished drawing. A stick-figure boy holding hands with a woman under a yellow sun. Only the sun had been slashed through. The police were slow. Too slow. They asked questions about custody battles, drug use, mental health. They looked at her like she was unstable, untrustworthy. Eli's father had left before he was born. She had no enemies. No answers. Detective Mark Lenner, assigned to her case, was courteous but distant. "We've issued an Amber Alert," he told her. "We're doing everything we can." But days passed. No leads. No sightings. Nothing but rain. On the 4th night, she found the envelope. It had no stamp, no markings, just Clara written in shaky, childlike letters. Inside, one photo. Eli, sitting on a concrete floor, his eyes wide. Behind him, a wall streaked with red spray paint. A shape, a symbol, maybe a letter. Clara dropped the photo. Her hands wouldn't stop shaking. She turned it over. One word was written in pen: listen. The police treated it like a taunt. But Clara saw something else, a message. A clue. That red symbol on the wall behind Eli? She'd seen it before. In a crumpled napkin left behind by a man at her diner weeks ago. A man who watched her too long, tipped too well. She told Lenner. He listened. Finally. They identified the man as Robert Meacham, a former school janitor fired for boundary issues with children. No charges had stuck. No one had seen him since. The next night, another envelope appeared. No knock. No camera footage. Just the photo. Eli again, holding a page with the number 48 written in charcoal. A countdown. Clara couldn't sleep. Couldn't eat. She started seeing things, a dark figure on the sidewalk, footsteps behind her, shapes in her rearview mirror. She wasn't sure what was real anymore. Then she found the key. In one of Eli's old sketchbooks, buried beneath crude stick figures and robots, was the same red symbol. But beside it, a note in Eli's scribbled handwriting: "He has a broken voice." Clara froze. Broken voice. Meacham had spoken to her once, briefly, when he dropped his mug. His voice rasped, like gravel and smoke. Suddenly, everything connected. She stole a look at the detective's notes. Meacham had grown up near the Tillamook Forest. A family cabin. Long abandoned. She didn't tell the police. She grabbed her keys and drove. The shack stood like a skeleton in the woods, rotting and silent. She crept to the door. Listened. A noise. Faint. A whimper. She kicked it in. Eli was there. Pale. Thin. Alive. And Meacham, he lunged at her with a rusted blade. Clara fought like a mother possessed. She struck him with a broken table leg until he collapsed, wheezing. She scooped Eli into her arms, sobbing. But just as she reached the door, Eli whispered, "Mom, he wasn't alone." Clara turned. In the shadows, another man. Tall. Coat hood up. His face hidden. He raised one hand, not threateningly, but in a slow, deliberate wave. And then he vanished out the back. The police arrived minutes later. Meacham was barely breathing. But he said one thing before he slipped into a coma. "I didn't take him. He told me to hold the boy. Said she'd come." Clara stared at him. "Who?" she asked. But Meacham just smiled with cracked teeth and closed his eyes. Back home, Eli drew more pictures, silent, focused. Always the same, a dark figure in the background. A long coat. A wave. The man who'd helped him escape. Or someone else entirely. No prints. No trace. No name. But he was still out there. Watching. And maybe, just maybe, he wasn't done.